morning, all of you. So today we are going through learning about these technical tools was used by the BA. So what type of tools he can use for which purpose, in which situation in the project, okay, in which stage he can use, okay, what is the use of these tools, what we can do with these tools. So all those things we can learn today. So first of all, we can go through the who is BA and where he can involved in the project from the starting of the project and in which stage he can use these tools. Likewise, further to stages we can learn. Okay. So as a BA, first of all, the BA can communicate with the stakeholders for gathering of requirements, right? So that is the first stage. What is the first stage? It is gathering of requirements through different types of illustration techniques like chat sessions, focus groups, workshops, brainstorming, right? So these type of like document analysis, reverse engineering. So these types of different types of illustration techniques can be used by the BA to gather the requirements from the stakeholders, right? So what is the first stage is it's nothing but the gathering of requirements. So in this gathering of requirements, so he can gather, he can use different types of illustration techniques. Different types of illustration techniques to gather the requirements. So to gather the requirements from the stakeholder, he can use different types of illustration techniques. This is the first stage. So after this first stage, what will be the next stage? It is a requirements analysis, right? So it is requirement analysis. What will happen in this requirements analysis? So in this requirements analysis, what will happen now? You can go through that all the aspects of the requirements. That all are the aspects will mix that 100% completion or not like this. He can check out once again that what the requirements he can gather from the stakeholders. Beyond that requirements, he can check out like whether that requirements all completed or not like this for that information of gathered to develop that features, whether that requirements having that complete information or not like this, he can check out. So after that, in this stage, what he can do, he can draw that like the data flow diagrams and entity relationship diagrams like this, he can draw that, right? So he can check the aspects for meet the completion. After that, then create the DFDs, data flow diagrams, DFDs and ERDs, entity relationship diagrams. So after that, in the third stage, what is the third stage? It is a design phase. So in this design phase, what he can do, he can involve in the creating of user stories and the diagrams, like the different types of things. So by using these tools, what are these tools? The technical tools are nothing but the MS Visio, Balsamiq, and the Azure like that. So MS Visio. So MS Visio, Azure, Azure RP, and Balsamiq. So by using these tools, what he can do, he can draw the diagrams. Okay, he can draw the diagrams. By using this MS Visio, what type of diagrams he can did, like mm, mm, use case diagrams, activity diagrams, and sequence diagrams. So by using this MS Visio, we can draw the UML diagrams. There are 9 types of UML diagrams are there. But as a BA, we can use the only some of the diagrams only, not at all the diagrams. Okay. So today we can learn through these tools, whatever he can do. Okay. So for that, first of all, we can learn through this MS Visio. Okay. So I will share you the PPT. I will explain through that thing. So in this here, as coming to here, what the BA can do with the MS Visio. So first of all, what is this MS Visio? MS Visio is a Microsoft Visio. Okay. So in this Microsoft Visio, what we can do with this MS Visio, we can create that UML diagrams. That is in the sense like this Unified Modeling Language, UML. Okay. So there are 9 types of diagrams in this UML diagrams. So that out of these 9 types of 5 types are like static and 4 are the dynamic. So what are those static and the dynamic is like use case sequence is a static, and class activity, component state chat, packages collaboration, deployment. These are the static. And coming to dynamic, sequence, activity, state chat, collaboration. So these are the dynamic. So coming to this use case diagram, as a BA, what type of diagrams we can draw mainly? That is use case diagram, user perspective, and the activity diagram. It is in system perspective. So what is the difference between this use case diagram and the activity diagram? So first of all, let me know. Okay. Use case diagram is a user perspective in the sense like this. 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. So a user, what he can do with that system, with that application, he can perform that any action. So whatever he can perform that action, how it is happening, how that in user interacting with that system, how he can play that functionality with that system. So what type of features he can use, what is his action performed by the user with that application. So these are all things, and how the system will interact like that response to that particular user. So these all the things we can understand through this use case diagram. Whoever the different types of uh, actors are there. Okay, what is the relationships between them. Likewise, we can understand all those things by using this use case diagram. And coming to activity diagram, it is the system perspective in the sense likewise, what is the functionality of the system, whatever the features are there. Basing on that requirements, we are creating that application, right? In that application, what type of requirements are there? Basing on that applications, how's that happening? The functionality when we clicking on that one of the feature, how's that functionality will be happening? What the states has been going in this system? That functionality out of this functionality throughout the functionality. Likewise, we can understand all those things that functionality of the application by using this activity diagram. Okay, the flow of the sequence, likewise that flow of the function. Okay, functionality. And after that, coming to the sequence diagram, it's an clear identification about that messages passed through the system to the actor. Like so, as a actor, just when we clicking on the one of the feature, how it's responding through the objects. Objects like it is an like relationships between that communication between that actors and the objectives in the system. Okay, going forward, I will explain you all those things one by one. But as a BA, we are using the mostly we can draw these use case diagrams and the activity diagrams. So as a BA, if you have that readable knowledge about the sequence diagram, it will be enough. No need of the other things. Okay. These sequence diagrams will be drawn by the developers. But as a business analyst, readability knowledge, it's good. Okay. So use case diagram. So first of all, we can learn through this use case diagram. Use case is used to represent the behavior of the system by incorporating use case actors and the relationships. So by involving that actors and their relationships with that system, we can understand that behavior of the system, the application. Okay. A use case diagram is an actor specific. How the actor will interacting with the system. Basing on the different types of actors, it will be based. So this use case diagram, okay. It's an actor's perspective. Okay. That actor, the person who will interact with the system, we call it as an actor. Okay. Who is actor like that? Okay. Actors are classified into the primary actors and the secondary actors. Who is primary actor? The primary actor will initiate the system. Like as a primary actor, me, for suppose. For example, I am the primary actor for the any application. So now I am using the application for login, registration, logging. After that, my profile information I'm getting. After that, I will use that application as a end user like this. So this is all the functions will be going on in that application by me. So as a primary actor, I'm using my profile with my that application with my profile. So this all the information will be goes in that system in that application. So I am the primary actor here. Okay. And coming to secondary actor, who the secondary actor is? The secondary actors, on the other hand, are used by the system, but they do not interact with the system on their own because they don't initiate any actions on their own with the system. Whatever the initiations has been done by the primary actor, so that initiations to complete that initiations, these secondary actors are involved to support that initiation. So they support to that initiation. So to complete that initiation, whatever the initiations done by the primary actor. So for that initiation completion, these secondary actors will interacting with the system. That's it. Okay. Now it's clear, na? Voice? Hello? Now it's okay? Is it okay now? Yeah. Okay. So, so these are the types of primary actor and the secondary actor. And after that, use case. In that use case, two types of use cases are there. So that is primary one is the essential use case and the supporting use case. What is this essential use case and the supporting use cases? Essential use case in the sense, the main feature for suppose likewise, if we take just 1 minute, guys. Yes. Sorry. Now it's okay. No- Okay, guys. Hello. Hello. Okay. So we are discussing about the use case diagram, use cases, right? Okay, fine, fine. So use cases is an essential use case supporting use cases. So essential use cases is are the main features like this. Registration is the main feature. So that is the essential use case. And coming to the supporting use case in the sense like this the features, guys. Okay, whatever the features coming to this application. Supporting use case in the sense like this in the registration, the different parts are there like password and like user ID, password, email, like the different types of supporting features are there, like this to complete that essential use case. So these are the supporting use cases. Whoever the supporting use cases are complete, like help to complete that essential use case, that functionality. Okay, so this is the sorry guys, just due to some technical issue. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Just remind me, guys, if there is any voice breaks or whatever it may be like this, okay? If any interruptions has been coming, okay? So use case is an denoted by vowel shape, okay? So system boundary in the sense by using this system boundary, we can draw that like whatever the features are involved into this system, okay? So that whatever the features like that requirements, nothing but the requirements, all the requirements, we can draw that all, we can take over all the requirements into this system boundary in the sense like this system in that application system like this. So whatever the things has been involved into this system, this application. So out of this left side, at the left side the primary actors are there, and at the right side only the secondary actors are there. So I will explain you through the tool, by using the tool like this. So relationships, and into these relationships, whatever the relationships are there, likewise by into these use cases or the actors, between the actors and the use cases, likewise the relationships are the different types of relationships, likewise mainly the include include in the sense it is one of the types of the one of the type of relationship, in the sense likewise the mandatory include. For suppose we want to like login. So for that login, whatever the second supporting use cases are there, like user ID, password, phone number. These are the supporting use cases are there. So in the supporting use cases and the forgot password also. In these things, user ID and the password, these are the mandatory things to log in. And the forgot password, it's an optional thing. So that is in the sense extend. So for the optional thing, we can use the extend relationships. For the mandatory thing, we can use the include. Okay. And coming to the generalization, generalization is a kind of the relationship. Is a kind of relationship in the sense like this. Uh, out of the four options, you need to out of the four options, you need to do any one of the action that will be the mandatory. That's your wish. Whatever the option it is your wish, but you need to for do any one of the option it is mandatory. Okay. So that is a generalization. So for suppose we can take one payment mode. In that payment mode, there will be the multiple options are there to complete that payment mode through the cash on delivery, through the UPI, or through the wallet, or through the cards. In the sense, out of these options, you can use any one, but you need to do that thing mandatory. So that is the generalization. Okay. These are the actors. This is the shape of actors and the relationships like this, these communication lines from the actors to the use cases, or the between the use cases to use cases like this. Okay. And coming to this system boundary, this is the system boundary. This gray part, whatever the gray part, out of the gray part, out of these systems and the actors and the use cases, this is the system boundary. So likewise, we can understand through the diagram. Okay. So like in the tool, by using the tool. So to draw these diagrams, we can use the MS Visio tool. Okay. So the user interface for the MS Visio tool like this. When you are open that MS Visio tool, the user interface looks like this. Okay. So after opening this, just click on the software and the database. After that, you can get the user interface like this. So after here at the top of the table in the middle of the Canva like this, you can able to see the database model diagram and UML model diagrams. And no, it's okay. Hello, is it okay now? Yeah, okay. So here, just you need to click on the UML model diagram. Double click. Just it's a drag and drop option tool, guys. Okay, you can drag and you can drop from anywhere to anywhere. So by using this tool, okay. So it's a simply drag and drop option. So here I'm using the static structure diagrams and activity, and here the use case. So like this, here the use case we can use. Okay, by using these type of things, we can draw the use case diagrams. So first of all, I am taking the system boundary. It's a complete drag and drop. Just to take the thing from there and drag here. So now I'm going to create the one application. That application name is the online shopping. Okay. Online shopping application. Now it's okay, guys. Hello. Is it okay now, guys? Yeah. Sorry, guys, for the interruptions like this. There is some technical issues. Okay. So here we can take use case to draw the like the feature. Whatever the feature we are going to take, for that feature, we can take the use case. Okay. So for that, I am renaming this one. For the online shopping application, what we can do, first of all, the feature, a registration, right? So for that registration, just to double click on that and rename that one thing. with registration, just click yes. It will be okay, registration. So this is the essential use case, guys. Now we are taking the supporting use cases. For that supporting use cases, whatever the supporting use cases are there, like user ID, password, email ID, phone number, like the different types of use cases are there, right? So here we can take that use cases, simply drag and drop, or simply click on that feature use case and control D. It will also duplicating like that. Okay, and you can adjust that all the things. So how many features we are going to take that is supporting use cases like that you can take, and you can adjust that all those things, and you can rename them also by using the user ID, and this one is the password, and this one is the email, and this one is the phone number. So like that you can take. Okay, and between these supporting use case and the essential use case, we can take the relationships. To complete these registration, these are all the mandatory things, right? You need to give the user ID, password, email, and the phone number. So mandatory since in the sense what we can, that relationship we can do, what type of relationship we can take, that is the include, right? So as we discussed, likewise the include we can take. So for that include, we can take this one, uses. Okay. So there is no direct includes. Okay. So for that I'm taking this one. So just control T. So every time when you are taking the include, the direction of the arrow mark should be from the essential to supporting. Okay. That is the mandatory. Once remember guys, remind this thing. When you are taking the include, it will be the arrow mark should be from the essential to supporting. Okay. Supporting as like this, essential to supporting, the direction should be, arrow mark should be from that. So here, after this, what is the feature is there? Like the second thing is login. For that login, I'm taking the use case again. Here the use case. So I'm taking the use case and I'm renaming this one with login. For that login, what type of supporting use cases are there? User ID, password, forgot password, right? So I'm taking the supporting use cases. Just simply I'm duplicating these things. So now I'm going to take the forgot password, user ID, password. So double clicking this and renaming that one. User ID, password, and forgot password. So these types I'm taking. So for these supporting use cases and the essential use case, what type of relationship here we can use? The user ID, it's a mandatory thing to login, and the password is also mandatory thing to login. And for the forgetting password, it's a not a mandatory thing, right? So if you want to forget the password, you can use this feature. Otherwise, not required every time when you are logging, right? So for the user ID and the password, we can take the mandatory thing. For the forget password, we can take the extend, in the sense the optional thing. If you want to use, you can use, otherwise not and required. So that's why we are taking the include for the user ID and the password. So I'm taking, guys, user ID and the password. For the user ID and password, I'm taking the include. For the forget password, I'm taking the extend. Extend, the direction should be from the supporting to the essential, guys. The include, in the sense, essential to the supporting, but the extend should be from the supporting to the essential. Okay. And coming to next one, after login, what we can do? There will be the in after creating of your profile like this, you can search for the product. So for that, I'm taking the search option. So and rename this one search. Okay. For the search, what type of supporting use cases are there? Like how can you search? By using different types of things you can search, right? So what type of things you can use for the searching of the products? The product name, brand name, by price. Like this, by using these types you can search the product, right? So for that, I'm taking the supporting use case. So I'm duplicating this one. Simply I'm going to take the 3 supporting use cases. So the first one, it is the by product name. Through product name we can search. After that, through brand name, right? Brand name we can search. Through price, by price we can search, right, guys? Sorry, by price we can search. So if you're going to, if you're going through this, if we going through these other relationship, what the relationship we can use here, that so for the search we can use through product name or brand name or by price. That's it, right? It's a not a mandatory thing, right? Like you need to go through the product name only when you're searching, or you need to go through the brand name only when you're searching, or you need to go through the price only when you are searching. So this is not a mandatory thing. You can use the product name, may or may not, like this. That's your wish, right? So it's in the sense like this, the optional things. These are all the optional things, not a mandatory thing. Or when you're opening your profile like this, when you're open the application, by in the sense like this, in the your screen, only the different types of products are there. Through that products also you can order the products without searching of the product. If you want to search, you can search by these things. These are all the optional things, not any mandatory thing. Okay. So for that, we are giving here the all the extents, optional things, because these are the optional things. So that's why we are taking the extend here, right? So like that, you can understand that relationship, whatever the relationship is there, and you can give the relationship to that use cases. Okay, like that you can understand and you can give that relationship. And next to what we can do, we can do the payment after select the product. What we can do, we can do the payment. So for that option, I'm taking the payment feature. So for that, I'm taking the one of the use case here, like if you want to add the product like this. So one more is there. So we if we want to add the product like this, we can add. Okay, to add the product. Sorry, not add payment, the product. So we can add the product also here. We can add the product. So like who can add the product? Like for suppose admin can add the product into the application, right? So how he can add, what type of products he can add? By price or yeah, now it's okay. Hello. I think it's okay now, right? Now okay? Hello. Yeah. Okay now? Hello. Now it's okay? Just 1 minute, guys. Is it okay now? Hello. Am I audible now? Hello. Now it's okay now? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Once you can, please, you can check out from your end also. So only the two peoples are remaining. Every time you peoples are asking for the not clear, not clear. Once you can also check from your end also, please. Okay. Because all the participants are clear. Okay. Only two of the candidates are asking every time. So for that, I'm requesting from your end also, you can check once the whether that network is strong or not, that clear or not. Okay. So next I'm going to take the ad product. So for that ad product, I'm taking the use case. Like, so by basing on which type of things I can add, cloths, gad gadgets like this, these things we can add, right? What type of things we can add? Cloths, gadgets, or like this. So online shopping application, right? So for that, we are adding here the cloths and gadgets, gadgets. So we are taking here the cloths and the gadgets. These two things are the extend, right? So for this extend, we can take here the extend relationship like this here, because a mandatory. It's not a mandatory thing. When you are going to add the product, if you want to add, you can add. Otherwise, not an issue. Okay, because um, basing on that cloths or the gadgets, whatever thing you want to add, not only the cloths or gadgets, whatever the products are, the different types of products, right? So, but basing on that products, if you want to add, you can add. Otherwise, not an issue, because it's not a mandatory thing. It's an optional thing. Like this, if you want to add, you can add. So for that, I'm taking the extend. So extend the relationship like this. The direction from should be from the supporting to the essential. So for that, I'm taking this one. Okay. Likewise, this is the extend, guys. And next, what is the thing is there? Payment. Payment is there, right? So for that, I'm taking the use case payment. For the payment, what type of things are there? Like different types of things are there, right? Like cash on delivery, wallet, cards, through cards, UPI, like the different types of things are there. UPI, COD, wallet, through wallet, through cards, like that you can use the anything through that things. You can do the payment. So these are also the, yeah, cash, yeah. These are all the things. So through this you can do the payment. So for that, what type of relationship here we can use? Here we can use the generalization, right? So already I told you now. So these are all the through, these are all the optional things. So in the sense like this, these are all not an optional thing. Without informing these things, you didn't going forward like this. Without paying the payment through any one of these, you didn't able to order that product, right? So you didn't able to go forward. So for that, in the sense like this, it is a mandatory thing to follow any one of the option thing, any one of the option throughout the multiple options. So in the sense like this, you can use the generalization. So for that generalization here, simply I'm taking the uses. So for that uses like this, I'm taking the uses. Here in the static metric, UML static metric, here you can be able to find out the generalization, right? So here take the generalization. Okay. And the generalization arrow mark should be from the supporting to the essential, guys. Okay. Just add all those things. Just adjust that alignments. Okay. And control D. After that payment, what will be the last thing? It is there like product delivery, right? So how can you check whether that product deliver or not? Through the mail and through the SMS, right? And through the system tracking also like this, right? So product delivery. So in that product delivery, how can you check out that whether the product is delivered or not? Through the SMS and through the mail. These two are the mandatory things, right? Through the SMS. So for the mandatory thing, what we can do, we can take the include. So here the include, the direction should be from the essential to the supporting. So like this, these are all the features into the online shopping. So application, whatever the features are there, that are all the features into this system boundary. This is the system application like this. So after that, the actors. Now we are taking the actors. So whatever the actors are there, like here the actor symbol is there, right? So here the actor symbol is there. We can take the actor here. Just simply drag and drop option tool. Because at the left side, all the primary actors are there. Should be. You need to place the at the left side, the primary actors should be. And at the right side, you need to place the secondary actors. So for understanding like this, I'm taking the different types of actors to understand that all those things. Okay. So here, first of all, I'm taking the new customer and existing customer. So already recording, guys. You can be able to see that see this video in the YouTube channel. Okay, no need of once you once again you can record. You need to record. Okay, it's uh it's been recorded and it will be available in the YouTube channel. Okay, then you there you can check if you have any doubts like this. Okay, and the other one it is the admin. Okay, so admin. Sorry, I'm renaming this one again. Admin. Okay, directly you can log in. COEPD. COEPD YouTube channel is there. So, and here in the secondary actors are also, I'm duplicating these things. Okay. So different types of secondary actors are there. So first of all, I'm taking the database DB. After that, I'm taking the FCH, Financial Clearing House, to clear the payment actions, right? And after that, delivery boy. Delivery boy is in a secondary actor. So he's act like as in a secondary actor because he was the actor to that complete the action, whatever the action will be performed by the primary actor. The order will be should be placed by this delivery boy. So he was the responsible the person to complete that action. Whatever the action will be performed by the primary actor. So he is working as a secondary actor to complete the initiation. So that here we are taking the delivery boy as a secondary actor. So now we can take the communication lines for the whichever actor having that access to for which of features like this now. Okay, so for that we can take the communication line here, that communication line. You need to take the communication line from the hand only, not from the head or not from the legs. Okay, so this new customer will have the access for the all the features for the registration, login, such, and the payment and the product delivery like this, right? So for that I'm taking the such. After that, I'm taking the communication from the hand to the ad product. He didn't be able to have that access for the ad product, right? The admin only have that access for the ad product. And for the product delivery also, he can check out that product delivery through the SMS and the mail. So like that. And the existing customer also having the same features like as a new customer, except this registration because he was already registered. So the existing customer will have that access for the login, search, payment, and the product delivery. So like that, here we can take the inheritance, guys, because that he's like the new customer is in a child and the existing customer is as in a parent like this. So here we can take the inheritance the process for between these new customer and the existing customer like this. So without taking off this things like this. Here we can check out this inherits, right? So like that inherits the symbol like this you can change. And for the admin also, he has the accesses for the all the features like as a new customer, and he has the extra feature like extra access for the ad product, right? So like that here we can take the same as the inheritance for the new customer to the existing like admin. Okay, like that you can take. And after that, what you can do, you can take the communication line for the admin to the ad product. So what you want to, if you want to avoid that overlapping of the directions now, what you want to change, just click on that thing only, and then you need to change that one only. So if you are going through the all the things, it will be overlapping that all the changes. So what you want to change that thing only, you need to select on that thing only individually, and you need to do according to the changes. Okay, then only it will be the perfect thing. Okay, and after that, I'm taking the communication for the database to the all the features, because the database will be stored for the all the features like this the throughout the system. So for that, I'm taking the for all the features it will be having the access, right? So for that, I'm duplicating this one simply, and I'm taking the simply I'm taking this one, right? Now just simply for add product also, the database will have the access for the all the features. So likewise you can connect through the all the features. Like that you can connect. And for the financial clearing house, it has the access for the to clear the financial clearing. So for that, I'm taking the communication from the FCH to the payment, and I'm taking the communication for the delivery boy. He has the access like as in a customer. Like as a customer, he can register, and he can use the uh, he can log in, and he can use that application to search the product and to track the product. Likewise, he can use that like as in a customer end user likewise, and he can be able to see that like whether that product has been like that address. He can check out that addresses also, and he can be able to deliver that product. So like that, like as an end user, he can use the application, and like as a delivery, he can be able to uh, complete the action performance like this, right? So like this is the all the things, guys. This is the use case one. So now I'm going to take the activity diagram. So activity, now we can go through understanding of activity. Okay, so first of all, I will explain you through the PPT what is this activity. So you need to understand, right? So I'm explaining you through the PPT. So activity is a system perspective, right? Use case is in a actor perspective, and coming to this activity is in a system perspective. So system perspective, it will be explains you the all the flow of the function flow of the system. So now it will start with the first of all start node. Okay, after that action state to write that whatever the feature, whatever the function, it will be closing out. So that will you can take in the action state. After that you can take the control flow. 1 minute, guys. Now control flow in the sense like this, it will be able to control the things like whatever the things you are doing. Like if you are doing that payment mode, right? So when you are giving doing that payment mode, the um, server is there to maintain that particular actions, particularly completely from the bank to that application. Middle of this bank to application, the servers are there to control that actions, the flow of actions, to maintain that flow of actions between these application to the bank. So these are all the control flows and the decision boxes like this. So there will be the servers are act like as in control flows. Into this activity diagram, this control flow will be connecting between one state to the another state like this. It will be the connection between. Okay. So decision box to take the decision as or no situations like this. So if you want to, it will be the that action will be perspective in the sense like this. Will goes in the positive way, then it will be the S. It will be goes in the negative way, then it will be the no. So then into these two situations, wherever these situations will be involving, there you can use this decision box and come into this fork and join. Fork and join its control node that splits the flows into the multiple current outgoing edges like this. Fork and join in the sense like this, like end condition. So end condition in the sense at the same time the two actions will be happening the parallelly at the same time the two actions will be happening like this. If you take the delivery product delivery, at the product delivery state, at the product delivery state, SMS will be coming, and also the mail also coming at the same time parallelly to your to your application, to your mobile, right? That the product has been delivered, product has been booked, product has been started the delivery like this. So that application tracking or whatever it may be, that messages are parallelly coming to your application, coming to your mobile. So these actions parallelly coming at the same time. So this is the forecast like this, and that one has been coming and this one has been coming, so that at the same time two actions will be performing parallelly, then it will take as an for conjunct there. In that situation you can use. And coming to one more is there like branch and merge. Branch and merge in the sense like is or condition. Okay, if you are taking the payment mode, in that payment mode you are using the only one of the option out of the four options, so either or condition. So in that situation you can use the branch and merge. So I will explain it through the diagram, guys. Then you can understand. Okay. Now I am going to take the activity diagram. So here we can UML activity matrix, right? So here we can check out that activity diagrams things matrix. So here I'm taking the first of all initial state. Now I am going to give you the idea about this decision box where we can use this decision box. If you learn completely about this decision box, branch and merge, for conjoint, then you are able to draw the anything by using this activity diagram into this activity diagram. So you need to learn these three things mandatory. Any situation, whatever that any situation, any feature, any stage that function will going on, basing on that function, basing on these three things only the function will be happening. So if you understand these three things, it will be easy to draw the any activity diagram for the any application. So for that I am explaining through these up these things. Okay. So here I am taking the activity diagram through the decision box. So in which situation we can take the decision box? In any situation, yes or no condition, where the yes or no condition is happening, in that every situation we can take the decision box, right? Like for suppose after giving the login credentials, if that credentials are validating, then it will be going to the another thing that going forward. It will goes to the forward thing. Or another way, if that credentials are not validating, then it will be asking you to check out that credentials. Again, it will be coming to give you the credentials again. That validating data again, it will ask. So for that, in this situation, we can take the decision box. So for that, I'm taking the first of all control flow to communicating with the action states, between the action states or to the action states like this. So I'm taking the action state. In this action state, what I'm going to take, that login. Login I'm going to take, right? So for that login, I'm taking. And after that login, what we can do? We can enter the credentials, right? So we can enter the credentials by using the action state. So for that, I'm taking the action state. I'm taking the control flow to communicating with between these things. So enter the enter the credentials, right? So enter the credentials. So after enter the credentials, what will be happening? I'm taking the control flow to state the whatever the next step it is happening. Okay. So here in this situation, you can take the decision box. After entering the credentials, if that credentials are validating, then it will goes to the it will move to the next thing. So for that, just click on this, remove this thing, choose the guard condition and give the yes. If that state is okay, then it will move to the next thing. Okay, whatever the I'm taking the positive flow. So here in the positive flow, what will be happening here? Successfully login. Finally, right? Successfully login. So after that, what will be happening? It will ended, right? The flow will be ended with the final state. The final state. After that, this is the positive flow. If here, after entering the credentials, if that is happening, if that is not happening in this way, then what will be the next step? It is another way. It is negative flow, right? So that is the enter the credentials again, right? So, so for that, here you need to choose the guard condition again, and here you need to give the no, like that. So, so what will remind it? What will remind it, guys? It will asking for the again give the enter the credentials. It will ask for the enter the credentials again, right? So for that you need to enter the credentials again. So this will be the flow, guys. This is the decision box. You can understand now, right? And now for the second thing, I'm taking the for explaining the branch and merge. So for the branch and merge, I'm taking the start node here. Where we can use the branch and merge? I was already explaining you, right? They're like in the payment mode, right? Payment mode, either or condition, either through that one or through this one. You can choose any one of the option. You can move forward. That's your wish. But you need to do any one of that thing. It is the mandatory. not an all the things mandatory. Any one of the action it is the mandatory. So that is our condition. At that situation, we can take the branch and merge. So here I'm taking the control flow to communicating with the action state. Simply, I'm taking the action state. So what is the action state? It is the make a payment, right? Making payment. After that, I'm taking the control flow again to communicating with the another action state. Whatever the another action state is there, here we can take the control flow to maintain the all the things. So for that, multiple options are here coming, right? So cash on delivery and all those things are coming here. So for that, I'm taking this way to maintain to communicate with all the things. So here it is the connector likewise. It will act as a connector, not as a decision box. Here it will be based on that situation. This will be the action happening. So here it will be act as a connector. Okay. So for that, I'm taking the control flow action and control flow action state and again I'm taking the control flow with the action state. Whatever the action state is here, multiple options are there, right? Through cash on delivery, through UPI, through wallet, like the different types of options are there. So for that, I'm taking these much of things. Okay. So for that, these are all the connecting things. So this is connector for the UPI, wallet, card, through cards, through cash on delivery. So like that, it will be connecting. Now it will be, you need to choose any one of that. After that, what will happen? It will go for the next movement, right? So it will go for the next movement. What will be the next movement it will be happening? It will be the, again connector. After choosing the option, it will be the connector will coming, right? So here I'm taking the connector with the next thing, connector, like that. Okay. And after that, after choosing any one of the option out of these four options, what will be the next step is happening? Like you need to give the credentials. So after giving the UPI, if that bank is validating with that, if that account details will be validating with that bank, then it will be the process will be happening. Otherwise, it will be showing as in the bank credentials are not matching to the bank account, right? Like that here you can take the decision box yes or no condition that payment will be happening in the positive way or in the negative way also. Like that here we will take the, we can take the two ways, right? So for that here it will be act as a decision box. It here it will be act as a connector and here it will be act as a decision box. So like that you need to understand that based on that situation. Okay. So like that here I am taking the positive flow. So positive flow. So for that I am giving the S. So I'm taking the action state. So in the action state, what will be happening? Successfully paid, successfully paid, right? After that, what will happen? If it is the positive flow, what will happen after that? It will be ended with that thing, right? So it will be closed at the situation after this situation. So this is the flow happening. If it is the negative way, then what will happen? We can take here the negative way, in the negative way. So it will again ask you for the make the payment from the starting, right? So for that, I'm taking the guard condition to give the decision. So you need to choose the guard condition here. Yes. And after that, here can draw like this. Okay. So this is the branched merge, guys. Now we can go through the fork and join. So now we can go through the fork and join. I will explain you through the fork and join. Okay. Now we can take the fork and join. So in the fork and join, first of all, I'm starting with the initial node. After that, I'm taking the control flow. Where we can use the fork and join, I was already explaining, right? In the delivery, product delivery, it is a parallelly two actions has been performed. In that situation, we can take the fork and join. It is a parallelly this action will be happening, and that action will be also happening. Like the SMS will be need to coming for that application, and mail also has been coming for that mobile, basing on that your mail, right? So for that, I'm taking the parallel actions at the same time like this. I'm taking the order delivery. So for that order delivery, I'm taking the control flow to communicate with the another flow, another action. So here we can take the this directly the fork is there, right? So one to many. This will be the one to many. You can communicate. So here we can take the control flow between the multiple options, like here the action state, here the SMS, right? SMS. And one more it is mail. So many to one. This is join, right? Can drag simply. You can connect with the control flow. This is in the sense, this is the meaning of happening these two actions parallelly. So for that, I'm taking these things, right? Okay. Now we can take the control flow for the action. Whatever the next action, it will be there. Action flow that successfully delivered, right? That action will be coming. Successfully delivered, that state will be happening, right? Successfully delivered data is happening. So after that, what will happen? Will ended at that situation like this, with that situation. So this will be the flow of all the things happening. So, okay, is it okay? All those things has been completed like this. So this is the activity diagram, guys. Now I will explain you through the sequence diagram. So sequence diagram, it's not an mandatory to draw the diagram, but if you have that knowledge of understanding the diagram, it will be enough. So that I'm explaining through the PPT only. Okay. So sequence diagram, it's a simple thing of like a sequence diagram is an interaction between the objects and the actors. Whatever the objects are there into the application, between that objects and the actors, who are the actors are involved into that system, that application. So between these things, the interactions out, the interactions has been going like that for all the things, all the message pass flows. The sequence diagram will explain all the things clearly. Okay. These diagram are used by the software developers only and the business professionals to understand the requirements for the new system. Okay. It will be used by the software developers and the business professionals. So that if we have the as a BA, if we have that what will be happening in that particular system, particular application, to understand that functionalities. Okay. If we have that reliable knowledge about this particular sequence diagram, it will be enough. Okay. We are not creating, we are not drawn the sequence diagrams throughout the any project as a BA. Okay. We are not using the sequence diagrams. If you have any readable knowledge about the sequence diagram, it will be enough. Okay. So for that here, the first of all, I will explain you through the this diagram. Okay. This sequence diagram. So here the sequence diagram will be happen through the ATM machine. So first of all, as a customer, we are coming to the ATM machine, right? So the consortium, it's a controller between this bank to the ATM to connecting with the bank and the ATM actions, that payments like this. Okay, validating party it is anything but okay. So user. So first of all, when user coming to this ATM, it will shows the main display, main screen. Okay, so that is the main message will be passing from ATM to the user. So that direction should be from the ATM to the user. Displays the main screen. Who displays the main screen? ATM displays the main screen to the user. So that will the message from the ATM to the user. So after that, what the user you can do, you can insert the card. So that's why what the action will be performed by the user, that will be from the ATM to that user to the ATM. So that's why this is the direction will be passed from the ATM user to the ATM. After that, what will be the mass message will be passed from the ATM to the user. It will be requesting for the password. So that the direction should be from the ATM to the user. After that, what he can do, he can enter the password. So that the direction should be from the user to the ATM. So after that, what will happen? ATM will verify the account with the consortium, based on the consortium. It will verify with the bank account. That bank account details are validating with that bank or not like this. That user account details will be validating with the bank or not like this. It will be validated. That all those things. That consortium will do that all the things with the bank. And after that, if that message will come up with a negative way, that bad bank account like this, that validation part will be happening, but that bank account details are not validating with the user account. Okay. So then what will happen? It will pass the, it will reflect the one bad bank account, that message. Okay. So that message will be coming from the bank to the consortium. Then what will happen? Just 1 minute, guys. After that, what will happen? A bad bank account message will pass it from the consortium to the ATM. After that, that message will shown to the user, bad bank account. Then it will print also, print receipt also will come into the uh, user, and it will use that message to eject the card, and a request to take the card also message will pass it from the ATM to the user. Then the user will take the card, and It will shows the again the main screen. It will be the flow of happening, all the things. So like that we can take the things and you can understand. Okay, like this, guys. This is the sequence diagram. Okay, so if you have any doubts through regarding of this use case diagrams, activity diagrams, and the sequence diagrams, you can please ask the doubts in the chat box. Okay, I will clear you. After clearing of doubts, I will give you some like we can take the break of 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, we can start on the Balsamiq and the Azure another two tools. Okay. If you have any doubts like this, you can please mention in the chat box. I will clear the doubts for this tool. Whatever the so far we have explained, we have completed, right? So on that, if you have any doubts like this, you can ask. Hello. Yeah, all those things are clear, no? Okay. What is bad account? Yeah, bad account in the sense like this. If you are going for the one ATM machine, if that ATM machine will be having that access for like communicating with that bank, whatever you are using the bank, okay. If that ATM will be connecting with that bank, then it will okay. It will check about that validating part. If that ATM will be not having that access for the bank, it will show as an like this the bad message like this. Your bank account details will be not attaching to this like this that bank, okay, like this, or your account details are not matched to your account. Whatever the details you are giving, the details are not matched with your account details like this is the bad account. Okay, that bad message, negative message like this will be happening, will be come up from the bank server to the ATM. Okay, yeah, okay. Any other? Yeah, thank you. Any other? Okay, okay, guys. uh we can start on that Azure and the Balsamiq at the 9:45. Okay, at 9:45 we can start again. Okay. Yeah, guys. Hello. Welcome back. Now we will learn through this Balsamiq and the Azure. So far we had discussed on the MS Visio, guys, right? So by using this MS Visio, we can draw that use case diagrams, activity diagrams, and the sequence diagrams. So what BA can do with these use case diagrams, activity diagrams, and the sequence diagrams? Use case diagrams. By using these use case diagrams, he can explain about that application, how it the application working, and how the actor can interact with that application to that end user, like to that stakeholder. He can explain about that all the things about, to the stakeholder, and by using that activity diagram also. Now by using this Balsamiq and Azure also, he can draw the screens and pages like the wireframes and the mockups, how the application will looking to that end user. So likewise, he can draw the diagrams and he can create that wireframes and the mockups like this. I will explain it through this wireframes and mockups and the prototypes. What are these things? Okay. By using these things, he can explain that all the things, how it looks to the end user, to the stakeholder. He can explain how it looks to the end user like this. Okay. Now we can understand. We can go through the these things, these tools. Okay. First of all, we can learn through this Balsamiq. Balsamiq is used to create web and mobile applications, user interface like that design tool for the creating the wireframes and the mockups. It's a completely drag and drop tool. Okay, like the MS Visio. So wireframes is a raw visual representation of the website or app design. It is like a blueprint like this, right? Okay. So for example, if we take on a house building. So before start a working of that construction of the house, what we can do, we can draw that image of that house by using the pen and the paper. On the paper we can draw that image of the diagram, image of the house. Okay. So this is simply called as a wireframe. So by using hand, with the hand, by using the pencil or pen, we can draw that diagram. Okay, this is simply the wireframe. Okay? It's like a blueprint, nothing but the blueprint. Okay. So like as you can take one pencil and the paper or the pen, and with your hand as a BA, you can draw that screen how it's visible to the end user. Likewise, you can draw that screen, make that screen, and you can explain with that stakeholder clearly, orally. Like that, this is the wireframe. That was wireframe. Wireframe helps the stakeholder to explain their requirements efficiently of the system. So a mock-up design is an advanced improvement of that version of the improved version of the wireframe, and it shows how the future system will look like this. So improved version in the sense like this. For suppose we take the wireframe, it doesn't have images or any colors, but as coming to this mock-up, okay, it has some of the coloring and it has some of the images like this. This is the mock-up. So now by using this Balsamiq, we can take the wireframing and the mockup. Now you guys are understanding what is the wireframes and mockup. We can go to understand like this. Okay. So wireframe and the mockups, it's in the complete differences. It's nothing but the wireframe is having the some of the images and the colorings also. And coming to this mockup wireframe, it's a simple diagram, guys. It doesn't having any images or the any colorings. It's simply by using the one sketch pen or the one pen, pencil or the pen, we can draw the diagram. Okay, like that. So this is the wireframes, guys, and this is the mockup like this. Okay, we can take that one of the example like this. Okay, so now uh, this is for suppose this is a wireframe. And this is the mockup, some advanced, some improved version of this. Like it has some images and the contents and that images and the colorings also, colors also like which it has. And coming to this prototype, it's a completely the device version of thing. So if you go through this mobile application, how it looks like to that, and if you go through that web application, how it goes through that, and if it's going to the desktop application, how it goes through that, the design. So different, the design difference basing on the device, whatever the device application is there. So like that, the prototype will be designed as per that thing. And coming to this mockup, whatever the thing it is, but how it looks like to that end user. So this is the mockup. It's completely the advanced version of nothing but to the wireframe mockup. That is the prototype. Okay, completely. And we can understand the differences between the wireframe mockup and the prototype now. Okay, the wireframe is a blueprint of the further without the color and the functionality. And coming to this mockup, it's a design and is an improved version of the wireframe and it shows how the future system will look like. Okay, and coming to this prototype, sorry, this is a mockup. And coming to this prototype is a replica of the future system, which is meant to simulate user interaction like this. Okay, and wireframe can be designed on paper with a pen or pencil. Mockup cannot be designed on the paper, and you need to use the mockup tool for the same, like the Balsamiq. And to prototype, it's a product designed like by the developer and the business analyst to understand the system. Okay, a wireframe could be designed very quickly. Mockup takes more time than the wireframe, but less time than the prototype. Prototype takes more time than the more time to develop. Okay, it is designed by the business analysts. It could be designed by the business analysts and the UX design team. And the prototype will be designed by the development team and the business analyst. The wireframe, it is developed in almost every project. Mockups are developed in also developed in the all the projects mostly. And coming to these prototypes may be required at the some of the projects. In that projects will be designed. Rather than that, it will not working. It will not required for all the projects, small projects or whatever the projects are there like this. Okay. So as coming to this Balsamiq, this is the user interface looks like this. So by using this is the drag and drop option tool, right? So by using this much of options, we can take this much of options, we can drag this much of options in the canvas. We can create the screen of the page. Okay, here we can draw the diagram. Okay, this like so. Now we can go through the tool. So this is the Balsamiq, guys. It looks like this. Okay, like this here you can add the pages like that. You can add the pages by clicking on the plus symbol. Okay, and here you can rename that page name also. Now I am going to create the one food application, guys. Basing on the food application, I'm going to take the whatever the different types of screens and pages are there. Okay, so I'm giving the first of all registration page. Okay, so for that I'm giving the first of all registration page I'm giving, guys, here. So in this registration page, so first of all I'm taking the browser. By using this browser, we will take. Okay, so here taking the food application, sorry, registration. Food application. So in this food application, we can drag, we can adjust that sizes like this, or by clicking on this here, you can adjust that positions also that for that page. Okay, and you can give the background images also, background colors also you can give. If you want to give, you can give that background images, background colors, and you can adjust that size inputs. So in the registration page, first of all, here what we can do, we can put the one text line of text, line of text. Just I'm adding the text here. Line of text. This just simply touch on that, click on that, and drag and drop option, right? So just double click on that to rename that. Double click on that. Here we can rename with the registration page. Simply enter that one. Okay. Just simply control D. In the registration page, what type of things we can take, like user ID, password, email ID, phone number. These things we can take, right? User ID, simply controlling D, guys. User ID, password, control D. Next it is the email ID, control D. Next it is the phone number. So now after this, you can adjust these things based on that thing, that line markups. Yes. Okay. Uh, After that, we can take the text input to give the data, right? So for that, I'm taking the text input to enter the data like that. So after giving the data, what we require? We require the one button to submit, right? So I'm taking the submit button. Sorry, button. That directly the button is there. From here also you can take the feature things. Okay, just giving the submit. So after submitting, what will happen? It will goes to the next page. So just simply send login page. Simply, right? So I'm taking the login page, and here I'm taking the I'm changing this one to login. Just simply copied all and pasted here. So whatever required for the login page, user ID and the password, these two things are required. Okay. Email is not required. So for the forgot password, we can take the forgot password like this here. and we can take the color for that one also. Forgot password. Yeah, this one is perfect. Okay, like that. We can take the login page. Now, just simply Control A, Control C, and I am taking the next page with the, what is the next page we can take? Home page, right? So for the home page, just I am giving the heading with the home page here and Control V. I'm changing the name, page name, home page. On the home page, what type of things here we can take? The products, different types of products, right? So by using the, so after 1 day or 2 days, we can check out these videos in the YouTube. Already the posted videos are there. If you have any doubts like this, you can go through that videos in the YouTube channel. Okay, if you want this session only after 1 day, you can get this session in the YouTube. Okay, updated in the YouTube. So now in the home page, what we are going to do, we can take this in this home page for the products, all the products to search products and all those things. So for that, I'm taking here the search bar, search. So so by using the Google, in the Google you can search the different products, that product names and the um, different product names, right? So by using the application, by using the Google Chrome, you can search for the different product names. Food application we are taking, right? So for the foods, so for that, here this type of things we can take. Just to simply copy the image and come to the tool. Just to simply paste here, adjust the size and adjust here. And after that, again come up here and copy another image, come to the tool and simply paste adjust the things and adjust here. After that, come up here again and select any one of the image that with the multiple products, multiple and paste here and adjust the image. Okay. Like that, adjust the image. After that, you need to take one line of text to give the data for the product, right? Like product name is ABC and cost is 500 for suppose. So for the second product, I'm taking the product name is PQR and cost is for suppose I'm taking the cost with 1000. Okay. And third one I'm taking as an XYZ and cost with the minimum cost like this 1500 like this. And after that, here we can take the what type of things here we can take profile logo, cart page logo, that company logo. Like this, we can take the different types of logos. Okay. So first of all, I'm taking the profile logo, profile icon, not the logo, profile icon. So simply I'm copying this image and coming to the tool and just simply paste here, adjust the size and take here. Okay. And go to the simply I'm taking the cart icon here, right? So simply I'm taking the cart icon, just simply copying this one and coming to the tool, pasting that image, adjusting the sizes, the simply controlling D. For the every image, I'm giving the cart page, right? To add that product into the cart page. So for that, after that, I'm taking the company logo. So for that, I'm taking the logo. Simply any one of the logo. Different types of logos are there, right? So I'm taking the this logo or suppose adjusting the size and adjusting that thing. So this is the home page, guys. After this home page, what we can do, we can create the cart page. Cart page we can create, guys. Okay. In the cart page, just simply copying and pasting that home page, and I'm renaming this one to the cart. Okay. Okay. And in the cart page, symbols are not required. Okay. Just simply I'm taking the two of the images. So for suppose now, let me assume now I have added these two products into the cart page. Now I'm going to make a payment through these products. So now what I need to do, extra things for this cart page. I need to take the choose the buttons like this, the check boxes to choose the multiple products. Okay, that is checkbox. Checkbox. Checkbox I'm taking. Now I'm taking the pay now button. Proceed to pay. So we can choose what the product we want to go with the payment. So choose the two product, or we want to go with the two products. We can choose the two products and then we can go with the proceed to pay. This is the payment page. Now we can take payment page now. You can take. Renaming the name payment page. After that, I'm removing these things. So we are going through the four options in the payment page, right? So that are the UPI, wallet, through wallet, or through the net banking, or through the cash on delivery. Multiple options are there. So COD, cash on delivery. So like that. So for here, what type of button we can take here? Radio button we can take here. So for the radio button, what is the difference between the checkbox and the radio button? Checkbox is nothing but we can choose multiple options throughout the multiple options. We can choose one or more options throughout the multiple options. But as coming to radio button, throughout the multiple options, we can choose any one of the option only. So For the payment option, we didn't have that access for the choose the multiple options, right? We can choose any one of the option only throughout the multiple options. So for that, we will take the radio button here. It will access you to choose any one of the option only throughout the multiple options. Okay, either UPI or wallet or net banking or NB or net banking or cash on delivery. So after choosing that one, what you can do, you can go through the payment. Okay, so for that payment, like this, we can take the payment confirmation page. So for that, here you can decrease the opacity or whatever it may be that thing. For decreasing the opacity, I'm giving the another color. Okay, and after that, I'm taking the text area. So here we can take the text area. Here in this text area, we can take a line of text, that is payment has been completed successfully, payment done successfully, right? Payment completed successfully. And here we can take the, and here we can take the one button also, that button with the okay sign, okay sign. Okay, so when you are clicking on this button, it will redirect to the another page, before page. So like that, we can take the all the screens and pages. Now, as of now, we had created the all the pages only. So now we will give the links, the navigations for the every page. So after when we clicking on this in the registration page, so far we had given the all the uh, information there. So we didn't create any links here. So now we will create the links here. So after clicking on the submit button, we need to go to the login page, right? So how we can give this login page for the link here? No link is there, right? So just to choose here and choose the login page. So the link will be generated like this. The arrow mark should be in the right shape, right? Right color. So now we'll go through the login page and we can give the link for the submit for the next page, that is the home page. And in the home page also same like as when we clicking on this cart page, it will redirect to the cart page, right? So just click on the no link, choose the cart page for the everything. You need to choose the cart page, right? When we clicking on that thing, it will add it to the cart page, right? So for that, I'm taking the cart page. Now we can go through the next page, that is cart page. So click on the cart page here. When we clicking on the profile, it will profile icon, it will redirect to the home page, and we logo also. When we clicking on the logo, it will redirect to the home page. Okay. And when we clicking on this proceed to pay, it will redirect to the payment page. Now we can go through this payment page. When we clicking on this proceed to pay, it will redirect to the new mockup 6. Okay, confirmation page, that is the confirmation page. So in the confirmation page, when we click on this, okay, it will redirect to the back page, that is the payment page. So that means the payment has been completed successfully in the sense like this. So now we can go through the understanding of these things. Okay, how it is working like this. So we had created the mockup, right? So how it is working, whether that links has been, how it's the links has been working, the navigations has been working, the pages has been working like this. We can check out here the full screen presentation, right? So like this, clicking on that thing, here you can check out where you are giving the link. When you are coming there, the arrow mark should be, the cursor should be changed into the hand mark like this. So just click on the submit, it will redirect into the login page. So just click on the submit, it will redirect it to the home page. After clicking on the cart page, it will come into the cart page. After clicking on the cart page, it will come into the cart page. After clicking on the profile icon in the cart page or logo in the cart page, it will come into the cart page. After clicking on the proceed to pay, it will come into the payment page. Okay, after clicking on the proceed to pay, it will come into the yes. Okay, like that. The payment completed successfully. After clicking on the okay, it will be coming to the payment page, back page. So this is the flow will be happen. That screens and pages will be created, guys, like this. Okay, like this you can draw the diagram. Okay, so this is the Balsamiq, guys. Now we can go through the understanding of Azure. Azure. So first of all, we can understand what is this Azure. Azure RP is a powerful design tool for creating a highly interactive prototypes for web, mobile, and the desktop applications, right? So with the screen navigations, it has clickable buttons, inputs, and the outputs also like this. So how to remove border on registration page when writing user ID and email phone number. Which border? Uh, just 1 minute. The border is not there like this. Only the content should be there, right? Registration page, no? So there is no borders like this. It's not in a border. It's in a the text input. Here you need to give the user ID. Here you need to give the password in this text field. Here you need to give the email ID in the text field like this. As coming to the application, as coming into the application in the sense like this. So you need to give the your information here in these boxes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now we will go through the Azure RP. So it allows the business stakeholders to get the feel of the future system, and you can capture their feedback during the session also. Okay, you can go through that how you had created the screens and pages in the Balsamiq, like that you can create that. prototypes in the Azure, and you can go through that explaining that things to that stakeholder, and you can take the feedback from there also, from stakeholders also. Like this, if they want any need, if they want any changes throughout the screens and pages, like this, how their application will looks like to that end user, like this you can explain. So this feature, this system, this application, this page will look like to the end user. So from your end, if you want any changes like this, we can do like this. You can explain to the stakeholder. You can take that feedback from the stakeholders like this. Okay. The Azure RP is used to at the starting of the project during both the research and the design phases of the project. Okay. And now, according to this task, Azure and the Balsamiq, how they are differencing. According to the complexity, more advanced. Azure, the more advanced and requires more time to master. And coming to Balsamiq, less advanced and a simple tool to learn and use. Okay. And prototyping capabilities as according to this, the Azure is the more powerful and advanced prototyping features. Coming to this Balsamiq, more focused on the creating static wireframes and the mockups. According to the collaboration, Azure is the allows the teams to work on the same project simultaneously, share their design assets, manage their changes and the comments more effectively. And coming to this Balsamiq, only one person can involve into this collaboration into this tool like this. Okay. And coming to this, according to this pricing, Azure subscription based pricing model. Okay. And more affordable one time fees only. Okay. And according to the output formats, supporting a wide range of the output formats, including to HTML, CSS, and the JavaScripts. And coming to this Balsamiq, more focused on the creating static images and exporting them into the formats such as the PNG and the PDF like this. Okay. The Azure user interface looks like this. So same like as the Balsamiq, you can use this much of features, all those features, and you can drag that all those things into the thing. This is also drag and drop tool. Okay, you can create the screens and pages in this by using this canvas. Okay, so like that we can go through that thing. So this is the looks like the guys user interface of that Azure when you're opening the Azure. So here simply you can take the rectangle and you can adjust that shape like that, and you can give the background color also here. Just simply you can take the background color, and here you can take the label simply. Label, first of all, I'm taking the registration page as usual. I will tell you the strong reason between differences between these two tools. Okay. When I am using the tool, I will explain you what is the differences between these two tools. Registration page. Now you can take the what we can take user ID, password, email ID, phone number, all those things, same scenario. User ID, same password, email, and phone number finally. After that, text field we can give here, right? So here the text field to give content. To give password. To give password, phone number, email, and all those things. This type of text field you can use. After that, what you can do? You can use the button, right? Here, here you can find the button, HTML button. Just simply drag and drop and submit simply. So this is the home page, like this registration page. So here you can just click on the double click on this and change to the registration page. I'm changing the page name, login page. In the login page, what type of things we can take? You can take simply the user ID and the password, right? So these two things we can take, and the forgot password also simply. So here we can take the forgot password. Here we can give the text color like that, forgot password. And after that, for the next page, it is the forgot page. So if we click on the forgot page, it will be asking for the forgot page like this. Okay. So now first next page we are taking the forgot page. So for that I'm creating the next page with the forgot page. Forgot password page. Simply. Okay. I'm changing the name also. Forgot page. Here, what we required mainly user ID. User ID in the sense email or whatever it may be. After that, password. After that, again, you need to give the password again. Enter the password here. Enter password. After that, you need to give the password again. Re-enter the password. So, re-enter password. After re-enter password, you need to click on the submit. Then it will redirect to the home page. I'm giving the name home page. In the home page, what will happen? As usual, we can take the images from the Google. We can capture the images from the Google and we can adjust here like whatever the things. So just to simply I'm copying this one and coming here. Adjusting here. After that, coming again to the Chrome, Google, and asking for the profile icon. Okay, it will give the profile icons images. Just copy that image and come to the tool and just simply paste here and adjust the shape. And after that, come again and ask for the cart icon. It will give you the cart icon also like this. So just copy that icon image and adjust there in the tool. Okay. So just a minute, guys. It was taking the time. Yeah. So just copy image and come here, come to the tool and adjust here. Adjust here. And like the images also, product images. Like the product images also. Product images. Like that. You can choose any one of the images. Any image, whatever the image it is. Like that. You can choose any image. And you can take the image here. And then take the content also to give the content for the image, right? So that product name ABC, product cost 500. Simply I'm taking the another image PQR, cost is 1000. After that, what we can do, we can take the cart page for the two products also. So after that, what we can do, we can take the cart page. In the cart page, what we have, we have the check boxes. Here directly the checkbox is there, right? So simply take the checkbox and you hear the proceed to pay the button. After that, what we can do, we can take another page and take the payment page. And here you can rename this one to the payment page. The payment page, what we have the things like COD, cash on delivery, and UPI, and wallet, to net banking. So here we can take the radio button. And we can adjust like that. We can take and we can go to the proceed to pay now. After that, another page is there. Which is confirmation page. The confirmation page, what will happen? The same like as we can decrease the opacity like here. Just directly you can change the name digit here to the 60% and simply choose that one and take the one rectangle here to give the content. Okay, here just to choose that thing and give the content here. Payment completed successfully, and take one button also to give okay. Okay, okay, like that. Okay, this is the scenario. We had created all the pages. Now we will give the links. So far we had created the pages. Now we will give the links, the navigations for the every page. So how we can give the link in the Azure? Create link here, there, right? So just click on this and click to that page. Okay, and after that in the login page, just click on the what you want to give the link, for which one you want to give the link. Just click that page, and if that is okay, just click on that link and it will goes to the home page. If that password and the meeting hide, okay, then it will goes to the home page. And in the home page, just click on that thing and choose the page name and give that page and come to the cart page. Click on the profile icon. Click on the logo. Proceed to pay. Click on that. Choose the payment page. And in the payment page, click on the pay now. Create the link. Confirmation page. And in the confirmation page, click on the OK. Go to the home. Like that. We had created all the pages now. Now you can go through the checking that thing, all the things. Here, a preview is there, right? Just click on the preview. In the web, you can check out that preview. Okay. Just here, in the Balsamiq, it will be not be able to give the content like this when you are checking that, when you are previewing that thing. But in the Azure, it will be okay to give you the content, whether that content is okay or not, whether that content is validating part or not. That is not a mandatory thing, but you can give the any content. You can edit the content here like this in the things. So this is the one of the advantage for the Azure also. It will take the content also. Okay. It is system perspective like this. Okay. And click on submit. It will redirect into the another page. Click on the forgot page. It will come into the forgot page like this. Here we can give the content. After clicking on the submit, it will come into the home page like this. So just coming to the login page here, when you are clicking on the submit, it will be coming to the direct home page if that credentials are okay. Okay. When you're clicking on the cart page, it will be coming to the cart page. When you're clicking on the profile icon, it will become to the home page. When you're clicking on the cart page, it will be added to the cart page like this. You can choose that to check out these things also here like this. But in the Balsamiq, it will be not able to check out these things like this. But in the Azure, it will be okay. So this one also one of the advantage for this thing. And here also you can check out the review button also. But in the Balsamiq, it will be not possible. So this one, these are all of the advantages for the Balsamiq. Azure. So when you're clicking on the OK, it will be coming to the previous page like this. Like this, you can check out all those things. So these are all the things, guys. So if you have any doubts like this, you can ask. Okay. Hello. You, if you guys have any doubts like this, you can mention in the chat box. Okay. Yes, yes. You can add this tools into your resume. Like when submitting buttons. So how to indicate a comment in tab when password is incorrect, right? Yeah, if you want to showcase the comment, you can take the text field and you can write the content there. You can create the another page, and in the another page, you can take that comment like the input, text input. In that input, you can take the content like this. This message was like the you are giving the incorrect values. Just please re-enter like this. Okay. This is a simple example I'm giving, not the back end and the whatever the thing, whatever. front end the page, how the screen will be visible to the end user. Likewise, this is the one simple examples. So there is no back end verifications and all those things. That is the programming things like this. So this is the only how the screen will be visible to the end users like this. So as we don't so when you are going through the using of these tools, after installing tools into your system, you can get some aware of these tools, how you can explain to that interior. Okay, like this. Okay. Yeah. When you are giving that links now, so after giving the links, we can preview that pages. Like, so after clicking on that thing, that will redirect into the another page. That is the navigations. So without giving the navigations, we could not able to go navigate to the another page. After giving the links, after giving the link only, we can be able to navigate to the another page. Okay. You need to book the slot for the installing of tools. Okay. Then we can the team from the COEPD, they will install into your system directly. Okay. So if you use the MS Word, there will be no chances for the like this one, this much of features are there, and that will be there will be not possible to use the whole page like this. In the Azure and the Balsamiq and the MS Visio tools, it will be completely prepared for the creating of that diagrams and the tools like this for the BA. And if you are before going to the real time projects like this, if you are aware of these tools like this, going forward for the another tools like this, it will be more useful to understand that possibilities, that features and all those things by using this much of drag and drop tools and the options and the things when you are using these things. Okay. Yeah. Okay guys, now I will explain you whatever the next steps you need to do. Okay. So first of all, directly go to the Chrome and and search for the COEPD. Okay. Yeah, that are the uh, supporting tools. Okay. Power BI and the SQL is also important. That are the supporting tools. These are the technical tools to create the diagrams and all those things. The supporting tools in the sense like this to create the reports and all those things to take the reports in the project. But before into the project, when you are starting into the projects, these tools are required for the creating the diagrams and to explain that all those requirements to that stakeholders like this that based on that application. These are the tools, technical tools. Okay. So here the credentials will given to you from the COPD team. Okay, just log in with your username and the password. Okay, after login now, the BGM platform sessions. Okay, in the nurturing sessions, click on the all the session links. Okay, click on the all the session links. Just wait, guys. It was loading. So yeah, here you can find out the upcoming session timings. Like every day the nurturings and the doubt sessions are there, doubt clarification sessions are there. You can join through these sessions according to the timings. Okay. And you can clear your doubts, whatever the next steps you need to do. You can learn the things in the nurturing induction, and whatever the doubts you have, you can clear the doubts in the doubt clarification session. According to these timings, you can join and you can clear your doubts like this. Okay. So this is the next steps you need to do. So at that time, it will be redirecting here, and you just click on the status. In the status, it will be showcasing as an attended. Click on the attended, click on the S, then you can get the password and Zoom meeting ID. Through that, you can join. Okay. like that. This is the next steps you need to do, guys. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, all clear, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you. These things only we have covered yesterday also. Yeah, thank you. These things only we have covered yesterday also. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Any other doubts? If you have any other doubts like this, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you. Yeah, all clear, na? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Good night.